I mean, this seems incredibly difficult for the police to move. They don't seem to have anything good to go on at the moment.
No, various lines of inquiries will be open. This will be escalated very quickly into a high-risk missing person. And you really start with investigating the person themselves. And again, that then means you have to speak to those closest to them to find out about what was going on in their life, how they felt. Has this happened before? So various lines of inquiry. They have to keep an open mind and look at everything. You've seen extensive searches going on. That's quite a steep riverbank from the pictures I've seen. Dog was found as well. The mobile phone was found. So they've got some lines of inquiry around the phone itself and investigating that, but still keeping an open mind a week on into the search.
I mean, all the evidence that we're reading about in the papers suggests, A, the dog was dry, so no thought that perhaps it had jumped into the river, that it had its jacket taken off and its lead was taken off. The phone was just left on the side of the bench, but it was still connected to the Teams meeting that she'd been having with her colleagues. And all of it seems to suggest that perhaps she was snatched, and yet the police are saying, as I understand it, that no third person, as far as they're concerned at the moment, is featuring in their inquiries.
No, but again, as you said, rightly pointed out there, no suspicious circumstances, not being treated from what I've seen as a crime scene as such. They're treating it as a missing person inquiry. You're right about the phone being found, and again, good to point out the fact that the dog lead and the jacket, etc., was found. The dog, from what we know, appeared to be dry, so that would have been one line of inquiry from. Did the dog go in the water? Did she go in after the dog, etc.? But these are all possibles that they'll still be looking at and trying to find out exactly what happened.
But in terms of assessing her character, I mean, her parents, I think I'm right in saying, have said someone's taken her. I mean, they seem to think this is out of character for her.
Yeah, but again, the police will be looking at all the possible evidence, looking at phone downloads, etc. Any sightings of anybody else. I think they found one possible witness. They've now appealed for a second one. This will be all part of the inquiry. The access routes to the area that she was. They'll be checking cameras, checking witnesses in the local area, any strange car scene, any people that people haven't seen before in that area. I understand it's a small local village, so people notice things like this. So again, the possibility that she was taken by someone has been well looked into, and at the moment they're saying there are no suspicious circumstances. And I think we have to run with that from what the officers that are investigating this are saying.
Graham, we've seen her parents now giving absolutely heartbreaking interviews. What sort of support are they getting in a situation like this?
The police put in, and you hear it all the time, specially trained officers, family liaison officers that will be supporting all members of the family as they go through this process. They keep them updated on the inquiry. They keep them updated on the investigations that are taking place, the extent of the search that's taking place. They'll be updated on that on a daily basis. Those family liaison officers work exceptionally closely with the family. They build up a very strong relationship, and they will keep them updated as to any information whatsoever that the investigation team discover.
I mean, I don't know how many times we've talked over the years, Graham, and when we talk about investigations, there is normally a line of inquiry that police are following. I mean, from what you seem to be saying, they're just trying to hit all the bases at the moment. There doesn't seem to be any clear line for them to follow.
No, and that's the right thing to do. One thing that you have to avoid as an investigator is literally latching onto one line of inquiry and excluding all other possible options. You have to keep an open mind in all investigations, even though it may well be that the answer is looking you right in the face. You have to exclude every other possibility before you're left with the only option that could have taken place.
But it's a mystery, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, strange one. Very strange one indeed. Just looking at all the circumstances, as we've mentioned, the phone, the dog being found, totally out of character, family, the close family coming on and making the family appeal, totally unlike her. The two girls at home, the dog that apparently she adores, etc. Nothing in the background that we've heard reported would suggest that she would. And you have to look at this as well. Do the people who have gone missing want to be found? Is there something that's made them move away? And from what we've heard, nothing of that ilk either in this case. So a very strange one indeed.